Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Listening to the Talking TV with Nick and Josh podcast. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still Talking TV with Nick and Josh. I'm just taking Josh's place.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, this is a bonus Nick and Josh podcast. We're talking about The Flash. No Josh this week.
It's Flashcast.
I guess not this week. I guess it's tonight.
Flashcast?
This is the second Talking TV with Nick and Josh we've recorded today.
Yes, it is.
And we're one person down.
Yep.
Next will just be me doing the show by myself. I keep hitting my goddamn mic stand every time I'm trying to move it. So we just watched the Flash Season 3 premiere. What are your thoughts right after watching it?
I liked it. It was interesting. Seeing, like, Kid Flash was kind of cool.
Yeah, although my one thing is, like, I don't get what they're all calling him Kid Flash because there wasn't a Flash before there.
Yeah, I know.
So they didn't have, like, the thing.
Yeah.
It was just, like, for people, though, like, for us to
Yeah,
see
I
it.
get it. Like, yeah, and then he didn't like it. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
He wasn't a very good Flash. He couldn't catch anybody, and he got almost killed at the end.
Although, what's weird is his character was a lot more likable this one episode than it was a lot of last season.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even his character when he came back.
Yeah.
Except, well, he got mad at Barry at the end.
Do you think eventually that, like, once Barry fixes shit, 'cause I think he's going to keep having to change the timeline over and over again until he gets it right.
Yeah.
Do you think that Kid Flash is going to stick? Or do you think that's going to be like they think they just did that for the fans and then it maybe will happen in the future again, maybe it won't?
I would see. To me, it should only be that one thing, and then they should just move on with it. But like you told me, it was going to stick. So
well, I've heard, that, and especially because like for how much they've advertised, like Kid Flash is on it now. It'd be really stupid if it was just this one episode to me.
But then don't they have to get twice as many villains?
No, I mean the past couple villains, it took Barry all fucking season to get fast enough to beat him.
That's true. You got to get faster. I didn't really like the villain in this one.
Oh, I thought he was kind of neat just because it was a different type of Flash.
Like,
I think his name. I know that like his character's name, the rival, was the first Flash of Jay Garrick in the original comics.
Oh,
but I don't know if like that costume wasn't the same at all.
Well, I liked his everything but his mask. His mask looked stupid.
Well, I think it looked like kind of like a devil. I thought his outfit looked cool to me.
Well, then that time that Barry knocked him over and he's just laying there, I'm like, it's just a leather jacket with a lightning bolt on it.
No, it's like made of the same material.
No, but that's what it looked like when he was laying there. It just looked like a leather jacket.
Kind of, yeah. But I thought was weird, and like usually they kind of explain that when they have different colored lightning, like with Zoom, is because he was taking B9 and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is how come his was so like bright red, like the lightning when he ran?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you notice that?
No.
Because like Barry's is like yellow, and I guess maybe just because he's evil. Because the reverse Flash's is red too. So maybe that's just a thing.
Yeah.
Like to show, because he's kind of like, I guess he's like Wally West.
I just figured they can't be the same color because you wouldn't be able to know who's who.
You mean not like when they're running around super like spinning.
Oh no, you're like, oh, there's Barry.
What I really liked it, and you almost didn't even notice. Is like his fight. It was like another world version kind of the end of season or the beginning of season 1.
Yeah, I didn't.
The first episode, because like Cisco called the bad guy. Oh, he's like a weather wizard because he was making the tornadoes.
I actually caught that.
But then, because he was making it, except it was like a double, because there's 2 Flashes, but he had 2 tornadoes going, and Barry undid both of them. And then, right when Barry was about to get killed by like a bad guy, Joe came up and shot the guy, just like how he shoots Weather Wizard.
Yes, yeah. I now that you say that, I remember, but like I watched too many of them in a row to like.
I've also I've seen it on my own multiple times, and I've also saw it like when I made you watch the show, and then I made Taylor watch it. So I've seen it Flash a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that episode one time, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool that they did that. I didn't expect for them to get their first Flash and go back and fix all. I mean, it's not fixed, but to like basically fix it.
I didn't expect them to go back
first episode.
Early, yeah.
I figured it'd be then the next episode that they would do that.
And then I was like, well, that's kind of stupid. That like, are they just gonna redo? And then he's like, oh, I left you a little Easter egg. He didn't say Easter egg, but like he did.
Yeah. So like when it said alchemy on the window, that's because the villain for the season's Dr. Alchemy.
Oh.
And pretty much like they haven't confirmed it, but everybody's pretty sure that's gonna be like Harry Potter that's on the show this season.
Oh yeah.
Because he's gonna be Barry's partner in Police, where he works CSI and all that. He's gonna be Barry's partner there. So people are like, oh, he's gonna be like his partner, then he's gonna end up being a bad guy and all this shit. But he's voiced by the Saw guy, like Jigsaw.
Oh really?
Yeah. I didn't recognize it there when he was talking.
No,
Like,
I thought it was gonna be the reverse Flash telling that guy.
So did I. I was like, oh, it's cool. What's cool now is like now the reverse Flash is back alive, like back in the world because of all that shit Barry did. He brought, like once he brought him back, then I was like, so the reverse Flash done. Like, how are they gonna explain him for the Legends of Tomorrow stuff?
Well, you know what's funny is because like timelines are so like just depends how you want to look at stuff. Because like so the reverse Flash goes back in time and kills his mom. And that makes everything normal because everyone's used to it.
Yeah.
Barry goes back and saves his mom, and everything's weird because he's not used to it. But, like the other guy went back in time, too, so it's just, like... And his memories aren't fucked up.
Yeah, but, they were... The only reason I think that Barry even wanted... Because the people he liked were getting hurt, and also, like, he was losing his powers. Because, like, when the Reverse Flash went back in time and changed things... he wasn't going to become the Flash, but then because the Reverse Flash got stuck in that timeline, he needed Barry to become the Flash, so he made him the Flash. So it would have been like, it's kind of like Barry did his own version of that, you know?
Yeah.
So like, but what you said is true. But like, that's the...
you know what I mean? Like,
it's just because like, he like if they would have beat that bad guy, he would have totally stayed in this like time.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, do you
Which, I mean, obviously wasn't going to happen, but like... Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Part of me actually kind of wish that they would do that, because, like, all of a sudden be like, oh, yeah, like, it's the same people, but, like, they're different now.
It would be a whole different show.
Yeah. But, like, wouldn't that be kind of neat?
Although I didn't like Joe, so... Although he did shoot the guy at the end.
I didn't either. I didn't like him being a drunk, which we probably weren't supposed to, because, like, he liked the fun, like, loving Joe.
Yeah.
So, then the next one, didn't it seem like, oh, I thought that was an airplane this whole time? That's you breathing. I totally thought there's an airplane going above us, and I was like, when is it going to go away? It just clicked for me that it's you breathing.
I don't even hear it.
But in the next one, was Cisco in, like, an insane asylum or something? Or Iris? Like, didn't it kind of seem like that? Like, where they were?
I didn't notice that.
You didn't notice that?
No.
That's it. It kind of seemed like that to me. Or at least, like, some kind of hospital or something is what it looked like to me.
No, I'm trying to remember.
It's kind of weird because, like, they were showing it, like, in flashes, like, of him, like, you know.
Was that a pun?
No, I wasn't actually trying to make it be like that. But, like, you know how, like, when he was losing his memory?
Yeah.
They kind of did it like that.
It was also half the screen.
Yeah.
And I was reading stuff.
But,
no, I don't remember. I guess I was more concerned about where Harrison Wells was and what's wrong with Iris.
I'm not positive, but I think they said Harrison Wells comes in episode, like, 4 or something. But I think it's going to be Earth 2 Harrison Wells at that point. But I don't think Earth 2 Harrison Wells will be in it the entire season. I think he plays, like, original Harrison Wells or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. He's playing a different Harrison Wells again. I know that.
That's so weird.
I forgot what I was going to say. It was about Flash. What were you talking about before? You said something about Harrison...
Iris?
No, you said you were worried about Harrison Wells.
And Iris. What? So what did the Reverse Flash do to make her hate her dad?
I don't think he did. I think it's because, like, because I think it's because so many different things happening at Barry's mom moment that's just one thing that changed. Like, I think now in the whole timeline.
So you don't think like it was something? You just think he was like randomly that happened? You don't think?
Yeah, I think it's just part of Barry fixing Flashpoint. Is that like the next couple episodes?
You don't think he went back in the time and like showed her pictures of like the dad like humping like a little boy or something?
No, because Joe wouldn't hump a little boy.
Well, no, he's
not Hess.
No, he's like it's just like pictures that he drew or something. Here's your dad, and then here's your dad, and then did that for like 13 years, and then she's like, God, I hate that guy.
No, I really don't think
that'd have been a good episode.
The case that would happen.
They showed him go back every single day for 13 years.
Oh my God, I do really hope, because now that the Reverse Flash is back in the story, I hope they do like I think it's called I don't know, it's something to the Flashpoint. Like it's a prequel to Flashpoint comic that I read. That I'll be doing a video on Pleeka. It'll be out tomorrow. Well, and if you're listening to this tomorrow, then it came out today. And if you're listening to this in the future, that came out like yesterday or something. Confusing.
Oh my God, that's too many timelines.
But in that story, I've told you some of it, but I'll tell the podcast people. It's like the origin of Earboy Thawne, and like he keeps going back and changing his timeline. Like he makes it so he doesn't have a brother, then he kills his parents, and then he basically kills all his girls' like boyfriends because he wants to date her and all that shit. Yeah. I think that'd be a cool episode. Like,
see, like. That'd be hard.
They just focused on him, because then at the end, it's him going like back to Barry and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And like also he goes to like the Flash Museum and he sees all of that because he's in the future. And like he like he really wants to become a Flash and like learn about the Speed Force and all that. So then finally, his obsession with it, all this does, he ruined his life because of he was fixing it with Flash powers, and he wouldn't have been like.
How did he get his powers?
He in the comic, a time capsule like landed in front of him. Like he says it was fate, but I think it just happened to be like get there.
Mm-hmm.
And when he took it out, because he was like he kept learning about the Speed Force, so slowly he was like figuring out stuff. But he got Flash's costume, and like the one thing he needed to like basically figure it out and make a Flash was something connected to the Speed Force. And Flash's costume was, and Flash's costume's there because he lives so far in the future. Flash is dead.
Now, is this guy in the show? Is he from the future also? Because he is. Because the show is.
I believe. From what it seems like this Eobard is like everything before is like how comics were, and then he went back in time and killed his mom, did all that stuff, and like made it like.
But they also show Barry in the future like with him. So like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder if they'll ever get to a point where they're showing like them fighting that's not in this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because they could do that in Legends of Tomorrow and stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So are you going to try to get caught up and watch Legends of Tomorrow when that starts?
Yeah, I guess.
I honestly think if, like, as you've seen the first 2 episodes, if you just watched, because, like, the other episodes, it's, like, not a lot about Vandal Savage, them, like, doing things here or there, but it's mostly them, like, doing, like, little things.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the last 2 episodes, you'd get the gist of the season, like, and then understand what's going on in season 2.
I can't get myself to watch the first 2, the last 2, and then just move on. I'll have to watch the ones in the middle.
I mean, there's not that many. You could do that, but, like, if you wanted to just watch season 2 on Thursday, you could just do that.
Yeah.
And then catch up later or do it, whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm excited for season 2, because, like, the only thing me and Taylor didn't like about season 1 was the Hawks. Like, they were pretty annoying.
The Atlanta Hawks?
And no, the Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Oh.
But then what's such about that is, like, the villain only Hawkgirl could kill, but then she was all about her Hawkman and all that shit. But then, spoilers, they're not going to be in season 2. And
that is a total spoiler.
And it's going to be Legion of Doom, and they're having, like, so much more superhero stuff in it, and, like, Arrow's going to be in the first episode. So it seems pretty cool what's going on with it so far.
Yeah, I'll have to see. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not going to get through the whole goddamn thing in, like, the whole first season before Thursday, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can, you know, it's like, it's one of those things where I'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, so now the big question.
Oh, fucking
The
Jesus.
one everybody is on their toes to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Every 4 people watching, listening. Are you going to ever watch Arrow?
I don't know.
He does like the Rams.
That helps.
Yeah, so
that helps a lot.
Watch it. Arrow's really good. Like I said, around episode 5 of first season is when they get their feet going fast, like the Flash, and then it's real good.
They get their feet going.
Because, I mean, like me.
Are you saying the first 4 stuff?
I'm crazy for all these shows, and I quit watching Arrow after, like, the 3rd episode. I was like, this show is pretty dumb. I don't like it. Because it was a lot of, like, not Arrow stuff, and more of, like...
You'll just have to show me his tweet that he's a Rams fan, like, every time I watch it.
Okay.
I don't know if I can sit through Arrow with you. You're such a fag about it.
You don't have to watch these shows with me. You can watch them by yourself.
Well, that's not true. Every time I turn on, you, like, appear. You're like that guy from Mr. Deeds.
But then, like, if I'm
not... Hey, are you watching Flash?
If I'm not home or anything,
Christ.
you could just watch it.
You're always home.
I know. But not now. Now I'm watching your mother's
Oh, no,
house.
but I'm not home either, so what good does that do me?
Well, you could watch it here. Oh, you're waiting to pick up Taylor from
We're not watching Arrow tonight.
Oh, we could watch the entire series. Well, except for season 4, because I haven't bought it yet. But
bought it?
Bought it. Haven't bought it. Bought the ad and covered. Never mind.
Wow.
So do you think by season 6 of Arrow you will have watched it? That's the like you can. This whole season is season 5, obviously.
It's not obvious to me.
So next season will you be watching Arrow?
That's a good question. I don't know.
We'll find out next time. So are we gonna do Talking TV every week now for Flash, or every once in a while, or?
I'd do it every week.
Every week?
I mean, sometimes I might have to work, and you have to wake you up at like 11 and be like, hey, let's talk about...
before you go.
Let's talk about Kid Flash.
If anybody else wants to hear me talk about Flash again, also tomorrow, maybe yesterday for you, or
a couple days ago, or
whatever you want to do, me and Taylor on I'm a Goldfish will be doing a video. We're going to for sure do one for the premiere, which is this episode we're talking about right now. But it's going to be a video, too. And then we're going to for sure do one for the finale. So if you want to see a video of me and Taylor talking about Flash, you can go check that out on I'm a Goldfish. That was hard to get out.
I'm a goldfish.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Did you like Cisco in this Flash?
No, not really.
You didn't? I thought it was kind of neat seeing him as Cisco. So that's the third Cisco we've seen.
God, your fingers are crooked.
Shut up. No one else saw that. Why'd you got to point that out?
Because they were like pointing 3 different directions.
Third Cisco we've seen. For you that can't see, which is all of you.
So now you're going to describe your fingers.
No. I put my fingers up under the desk so he can't see it now, which kind of makes it irrelevant to do that now.
That's kind of.
But anyway, that's the third. Oh my god, I hate this guy. He gets me so flustered. Anyways, this is the third Cisco we have seen.
It's the third of everyone we've seen.
No, we've only seen 2 berries, boy.
2 Barrett boys? There was 3 berries in that house.
That's not true. There's 1 berry we haven't seen yet because he tells like, "Hey, Flash, don't do that. You don't want to fuck up the world again." Which I bet that'll be at the end of episode 2.
We've seen, no, there was Barry, and then there was a Barry in the.
Well, no, but those are all the same berries.
But we still saw 2 of them.
No, that's not how. It's still the same person. If I look at a picture of you from 15 days ago, it's not a different.
But it wasn't a picture. It was 2 people.
Okay, if I see a video of you 15 days ago, it's still you.
Whatever. So it's 2 berries.
No, it's not. It's 1 berry. Just like this is like your fucking pop figures. Okay, this guy, he buys 4 pop figures. One's Flash, one's Jay Garrick, and then the other 2 is Zoom and Reverse Flash. And
4 flashes.
And he shows, I got 4 Flash pop figures. No, it's Reverse Flash, it's Zoom, it's Jay Garrick, and it's Flash.
4 speedsters.
That's better. That's what they're 4 speedsters, they're not 4 flashes.
They're 4 flashes.
4 Flash Mafia is what I was trying to say.
We've seen 3 Joes, we've seen 3 Irises, we've seen 3 of whatever the fuck Snow.
I didn't like it was weird. I don't know.
We've only seen 2 Harrison Wells, but one of the times he's not even really Harrison Wells, so I'm counting that as 3 just to fucking make a point.
Well, that counts as a Harrison Wells, I'd say, because it was him. It was his body.
Work your body.
Well, and actually, maybe we've seen 4. Well, okay, so there's the Harrison Wells on the beach with his wife. There's a Harrison Wells Reverse Flash.
But it was the same.
There's a Harrison Wells in Earth 2. So what's the other Harrison Wells you were talking about?
I was joking.
No, Joe King's at our house going, whoa, 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 feed me into you, bitch. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's in bed.
Probably.
Nah, really. 8-27.
Anything else you want to say about the FLASA?
About the what?
I was trying to spell it Flash, but it didn't come out.
FLASA. No, I'm excited to watch the 3rd season. My first season live.
Coming to live from Jim's grandma's house.
So I'm commercials kind of suck.
Yeah, but
I'm not used to that.
To me, it's always cool though, like watching.
Although I did get up and get like a cupcake during one commercial.
It was the first episode of Flash that I've never seen, and you've never seen like together. Because usually I'm like, I've seen this one, it's pretty good. And
usually you come out and you go, oh my god, you know what happened this time? I was like, dude, I'm not even watching this. Can you stop telling me what's happening?
Don't call me dude. Hey, don't call me dude. I go, hey, sir. You go, don't call me sir.
Yeah, so it's always
sunny in Philadelphia.
It's always better to
Can't
watch
believe it's not better.
You know, you're lucky I don't have anything to throw at you.
You do, but you'd break some stuff.
I know. I'm looking for something that's not breakable.
Just talk, Bach.
She's gonna be Bach?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's fun to be caught up and like.
Yeah, I haven't caught up. Since
like we don't know what's gonna happen next. Like we don't know why Iris doesn't like Joe. We don't know why. I like that too. Then they're going like week to week. Yeah,
because you haven't even got to like not like you theorize on Flash, but like you know what I mean. Like got to think like, oh, what's gonna happen next time? Because you're like, oh, what happened next time? Let me just hit play and I'll find out.
Yeah.
What's cool? I think
like, oh my god, is Barry gonna die? No, I'm just gonna hit play on the next one, and then like. I bet he's going to catch a Zoom at the end. Like, you know, like, it's just...
This season, it's episode 7 that's Kevin Smith's episode. And then I don't...
Is Jason Mewes going to be in it?
No, I don't think so, actually, because I think Jason Mewes was putting, like, Instagram pictures of him somewhere else and Kevin Smith was there, and I was like, oh, so his character's not going to be on Flash again?
Oh, that's funny.
But then the episode right after that's the big crossover, which will be pretty neat.
You're a big crossover.
It'll be, I think it's a 3-night thing, so it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I don't have to watch Supergirl this year, right? Cause
yes, you do. Superman's going to be on it. Supergirl will be good this season. We should do Talking TV with Supergirl.
I don't think I can do that.
You know how mad it has to be? It's Talking TV with Nick and Josh, but like he does like the one show, and then we have like 14 other shows that we got going on it.
It's going to be kind of funny, actually.
And his name's in every single one. He's like, my name shouldn't be related to Flash.
Well, here's the problem with Supergirl. You like it way more than I do.
That's not true. I don't like it, but
What do you mean it's not true?
I want it to be really good.
Well,
that's my thing.
That doesn't make it good.
I know.
I
really wanted last season. I liked the premiere, and I liked episodes here and there, and the Flash episode was really good. But the finale of Supergirl was like the worst finale I've ever seen.
Well,
and I watched Fear the Walking Dead.
Without Supergirl, I never would have started watching Flash.
That's true. So you owe her season 2 at least, right? From that. I mean, that's what I got from that. I watched an amazing show, probably the best show I've ever seen in my life, because I watched this crappy show. I owe her season 2.
She has nothing to do with The Wire and Game of Thrones.
Those aren't the best shows ever.
Or Breaking Bad.
You just watched the best show ever. Flash.
But you all right? Did you just break something?
My throat, maybe.
I thought there was I heard glass break in the background.
That was just my anus.
What? You have a glass anus?
Yeah. I call it glenus.
No, so Supergirl was really bad.
Yes.
There was Martian Manhunter was kind of cool.
Martian Manhunter was really cool.
Kind of cool,
really
as
cool.
I repeat.
He's really cool.
So now they're adding Superman, probably one of the most boring superheroes ever.
Boring?
Did you see Batman vs. Superman?
Yeah, Ben Affleck was the best part. Ben Affleck, you were the bomb in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, yo.
And I even like, what's his name that plays Superman?
Henry Cavill?
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
And I like Man of Steel. Me and Taylor went and saw that in theaters when it came out, and then I bought it on Blu-ray. It's pretty good.
What's the name of the one with Kevin Spacey?
Superman Returns? With Adam in it. Brandon Routh.
That's the same one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I begged you to watch that with me, and you wouldn't watch it.
When I was little, I was too busy
being
being a hooligan to watch superhero stuff.
I remember.
Can you imagine if I was a nutbag about superheroes all the way back then?
I would watch
Smallville made you watch it.
The funniest part, you love Batman.
Yeah.
I brought home Batman Begins on DVD.
But how old was I?
17.
17?
Are you going to sing everything?
I might.
No, I don't know how old you were. 12? I don't know. You were a dick. I know that.
I was probably outside.
You didn't go outside.
I lived my life outside, yo. Except for now I'm inside. I'm indoors, kid.
Are you still talking?
TV with Nick and Josh. Come at live from Grandma's house.
Yeah, I begged you to watch it. No one would watch it. So I watched it all by myself, and I was like, yeah, that was a pretty good movie. And then now, fucking 10 years later, you're obsessed with superheroes.
Well, now you won't watch Arrow, so what's your deal? What's your deal?
Payback, motherfucker.
You can't pay back your son.
I just did.
That's not how life works.
Arrow just wants to be Batman anyways.
No, Arrow's Arrow, and Batman's Batman.
He's like the green Batman.
So far, what's more successful? Arrow or Suicide Squad? Arrow or Batman v Superman? I'd say Arrow.
Would you really?
Yeah. If it wasn't for Arrow, there'd be no Flash, there'd be no Supergirl, there'd be no Legends of Tomorrow. There'd be no nothing, yo.
But that doesn't make it more successful than Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, it does. I bet it's made more money total.
They don't, dude. It's not the same thing.
Maybe.
Batman vs Superman made a lot of money.
I bet maybe not the money part, but I bet way more people watch.
Plus, isn't there going to be another So there's been 52 Batman movies.
Yeah.
But now there's going to be another one with your favorite guy.
Yeah, Ben Affleck. Don't make me put Ben Affleck and Stephen Amell versus each other.
Though I'm doing it.
That's not. They just make love and make a baby, and his name's Matt Damon.
All right, I think that's the end of the podcast.
That was louder than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Never burped in a podcast
you
before.
just talked about Ben Affleck and Stephen Amell having sex, so I think I'm done now. This has been TV.
This has been TV with Talking Nick. I'm and. We'll see you next time. Is that how you wanted to do it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on. I gotta get into my inner house.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Talking TV with Nick and Josh. I'm Josh.
And I'm Nick.
He's Nick, and we'll see you guys in the next one. How come I sound like a cowboy when I do that? Yeah, brother, my name's Saz, and I'll see you guys. Come down to my car show.
Oh my God, you're fucking retarded.
We got white cars, we got black cars.
What? No one sells cars by color.
I don't know that. We got Mustangs. We got horses.
We got white cows.
All right. See you next time.